Hey, Tiger Rock Lawrenceville, Master Mostiller here with Competition Online Lesson number 12. So, to start, if you are in the inclusive class, there are 3 attacks I want you to work on today. I want you to work on outside crescent kicks. Make sure that's a big circle coming over. I want you to work on palm heel strikes, which is straight forward on that, and then on knife hand strikes across. So we're getting our arc plus our straight forward plus our knife hand. If they can then put those together going outside crescent, palm heel, knife hand, that would be awesome. As far as the drills go for the groundwork, this time I want them practicing frog hops. So both hands need to touch the floor between their hops. As they do that, give them a path to hop around the house and make sure those hands are touching the floor each time so their legs are getting that workout. Tiger Cubs. This week, we're working on several of those base skills that need to be covered. First off, make sure you are practicing 1 foot up and spinning all the way in that circle. In addition, you need to be practicing the stranger response, which is when the hands come together, step back and pull up, and then the stop, don't touch me stranger. Also, the figure eights, grab anything, it could be a TV remote control, it could be a phone, it could be whatever, and go through the legs for those figure eights. Then in addition, the skill I want you to work on this time, I want you to work on elbows and knees. Back legs, I want it to be elbow coming across. This is the part that's hitting. And then knees coming forward like this, and then having those together. Elbow, knee, elbow, knee. Each time for those Tiger Cubs, do at least 10 sets on each side. That's what our Tiger Cubs will focus on for the rest of this week. White belts, yellow belts. First things first, as always, ho-on form. You need to have that, no problem. And if you don't have that, no problem, you need to get on the videos online. If you don't know how to do that, you need to contact me about that. Number 2, you need to know if you're a yellow belt, your legacy form, which is the seed form. You should know that in full. If you don't know that, get online and get that learned as well, because we've already been through it for weeks now. Number 3, all 3 of your 1-steps should be memorized by now. If they're not, you need to get online and make sure you get those memorized, because we have been through those already endlessly. So we've got to be past our learn phase into our improvement phase, and that requires the learn phase to be completed, which means you've memorized these things. Now, in addition to that, I want you working a simple drill if you're a white belt or a yellow belt for speed and deception. I want you to do a slide side kick and pause, kick, then a quick C-punch. Okay, one more time, slide side kick and pause, kick, C-punch. Okay, slow delayed slide side kick, followed by that C-punch, do 10 on each side. That'll work your deception and your speed. Green belts, blue belts. First things first, if you do not know all of your 1-steps, you need to get online and get them learned. We are past the learn phase, in the improvement phase. To get better, you have to have learned something first. You've got to get those memorized. Same with your full ho-on form. Same thing again with your legacy form. That would be the sun form. Make sure you have all of that covered. If you don't know that, you need to get online and get that stuff learned. Now, next, we're working on deception and speed this week. I want to work just one combination with you, and we're simply going to mix up the combination quickly. So, I want you to do a quick slide side. Boom, punch, punch, overcommitted front to round, followed by a C-punch. Quick slide side, punch, punch, overcommitted front to round, followed by the C-punch. Put that together this week. That'll be what we're working on the rest of the week for green and blue belts. Brown through black belts. First things first, if you don't know Hoam form, you need to be online and get it memorized. Watch the videos, get it taken care of. We are past the learn phase on Hoam form into the improvement phase. If you don't know all of your one steps, get them learned. Get online. We're past the learn phase, in the improvement phase. If you don't know them, you are behind and you've got to get online and get caught up. If you don't know your legacy form, we're on the final section of legacy form this week, which means by the end of the week, you need to have that full legacy form learned. If you don't know the full legacy form, you need to get online and get that learned. We are passing the learn phase after this week for legacy forms. Make sure you've got that covered so we can begin improvement. Then on top of that, we are working our speed and deception moves this week. Now, I gave you a longer combination beginning of this week, but I want you to do 3 short combinations this time. So first one is, I want you to do a delayed slide side kick followed by a quick C punch. Delayed slide side kick followed by a quick C punch. Second, I want you to do a chaser hook to round followed by a quick tap slide side kick. And then the third thing I want you to work on is going to be a little bit longer, but I want you to work that fake spin followed by an overcommitted front to round, followed by a tap double round kick speed move. So those 3 combinations is what you will work on for the rest of this week, and I will see you soon on the mats.